Tell you exactly why, despite the fact that you might want to be with a rich man, you're actually not cut out for it. I went to lunch the other day with one of my friends who's getting married to a very wealthy guy, and she was talking about how unhappy she is in her relationship. And the primary reason is because this man works all the time, and her love language is quality time. Mind you, sis is sitting there doused in Chanel and Louis Vuitton that he bought for her. And I told her, I was like, if this is the lifestyle that you want, the Chanel, the nice house, the maids, the cars, the luxury items, then somebody has to go work for it. And you gotta ask yourself, do I want a man who's sitting next to me, giving me quality time, home by 5 p.m., doesn't travel, just like up my ass the entire time? Or if I want a man who's making money, and if he's making money, he just naturally is not going to have time for you like that. Now, no way am I saying find someone who neglects you, but there's just natural things that come with this lifestyle that I had to learn myself, and I'd be lying to you if I told you it isn't a lonely life.
So do you guys remember that millionaire that I was talking about? Remember the video on TikTok where I was like, oh, he gave me financial advice? So yeah, we were talking, and pretty much he just stopped talking to me out of nowhere, and I don't know why. If you don't know what I'm talking about, the video is still on my page. Just scroll down where I have the wrap on my head and the curly hair, and I'm pretty much talking about this millionaire I was dating, who I was talking to. He took me on a date. He was giving me financial advice. So yeah, he pretty much stopped talking to me out of nowhere, and I don't know why, but why a week later I ended up meeting a billionaire. And the dates, experiences, and things that he takes me to do just really upped it up a notch from the millionaire. So yeah, so I'm not going to speak too long in this video, but my point is, what God taketh away, he replaceth with better. And that's the video. So I went on a date with a millionaire, and I want to share with you guys some things that he said to me about money, finances, and how he got to where he is today, because I thought it was so interesting, and it made me feel so much better about how I spend my money. So I want to tell it to you guys. So number one, anything, and I don't care what it is, anything that you spend your money on that has to deal with your end goal or where you're trying to be in life is an investment. He literally said to me verbatim, I don't care if you're trying to model and you get breast implants, the BBL, the ribs removed, the lip filler. If that's what you're trying to be in life, that is an investment. It's not a waste of money. If you know you want to be like an Instagram model or and I'm not trying to say go get a whole bunch of work done if you really don't feel like you need it. But his point was, if you really want to be a model and you know that's going to get you there faster, get it done. It's an investment. If you have a business, right, and say marketing is your problem, but you find a marketing advisor and they're charging a lot of money, pay it. It's an investment. The marketing is where you're lacking in your business. That's where you need to fix so that your business can come from here to here. So pretty much what he's saying is scared money don't make no money. In your heart when you're doing something, you know what you need to get done. You know what you need to pay for. When God is speaking to you and he's like, listen, you need this so your business can go from here or to here. Or if you're trying to be something in life, if you're trying to get from here to here, in your heart what you have to pay for. So pretty much scared money don't make no money. The next thing he told me is that the purchases you make with your money, the little wins like purchasing a house or a car or that designer bag that you want or something expensive, like the little things that make you giddy, are important to basically being financially free. Because when you start buying those nice things, your brain becomes programmed to like nice things, and you never want to go back to what you were doing before. Also, when you wake up every day and look at those little wins you just paid all that money for, like little gifts to yourself, like congratulations, a pat on the back, it motivates you to keep going. And again, he said this verbatim: if you cannot celebrate yourself and look around and see your little wins, then what's the point? And the last thing he told me, if you want to be rich and financially free, you need to find one thing and become really, 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 really good at it. You're not going to get rich by being a one-stop shop. You can't do nails, hair, sell clothes, do marketing. You have to figure out that one thing you really, really, really want to do and just become so freaking good at it. You're such an expert, and capitalize on it pretty much. And he pretty much told me that this is because when you have a tunnel vision and when you focus on one thing enough, the universe creates more of an abundance for that one thing. When you focus on that one thing and show the universe I want to learn how to do this, it's the expertise just comes naturally to you. And when you're an expert at something, you pretty much know the ins and outs of everything, and it makes you more money. So yeah.
Here's why it's so important for Black women in particular to date men who are providers. So in many cases, Black women are known for being strong and independent and self-reliant. Not so much because you've wanted to, but because life has forced you to. And in most cases, it is a response to societal pressure and family trauma and all of the things that you're working to heal from. Because of all those factors, you are conditioned to take care of others and to self-sacrifice instead of self-center. Which means that if you find yourself in a relationship with a man who is not a provider and who is looking to you to take care of the things and to create the financial provision in the home, you're going to find yourself burnt out, overwhelmed, stressed, depressed, and depleted. But the gift of being in a relationship with a man who is there to bring provision is that he is also going to be able to provide emotional support, provide spiritual support, provide psychological support, provide mental support and stability. So he's not going to allow you to overwhelm yourself for him or overwork yourself for him or burn yourself out for him. A man who is a provider is not just there to create financial stability or add financial stability to the relationship, but he is there to help you build a foundation of wellness and care for yourself. This is a man who will remind you to take breaks, who will make space for you to rest, and who will take things off of your plate to make it easier for you. And without that kind of support in your relationship, as a Black woman, you will always overextend yourself and end up giving out more than you.
Many women are looking for a man who's financially stable enough to take care of himself and to take care of her. It's not really about her wanting him to be financially stable so she can stay at home when they have kids, or so she can focus on school, or so she can focus on her business. It's mainly for selfish reasons. She just wants to be a diva all day. She just wants to travel. She just wants to buy name brand stuff. She just wants to basically do nothing and be lazy and have her man work super hard and she does the bare minimum. That's what a lot of these women want. Because when you listen to these women talk, it sounds like they just want a rich guy. They don't want to do anything. There's a difference. Now, it's different if a man is making money and his wife, you know, staying home with the kids and caring for the kids while he's at home. But most of these women don't have kids. They don't have nothing going for themselves. They just want a man with money to do nothing. Fellas, be careful. There's a lot of women out there who are leeches, man. There's a lot of